Welcome to Fuel Your Drive.
Guys, welcome to Fuel Your Drive. I am your host, Josh York. We got a great episode today. Before we get into it, as you know, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, tell a friend, tell a family member. It means the world. I want to continue to keep growing this podcast. I thought it'd be kind of cool today to touch on two challenges that I've experienced over the years building Gym Guys, and two challenges that I did not share. And I also want to make it relatable for our amazing franchise owners. So this will be also very valuable to them as well. In the early days, I used to pray that I would have one person, a personal trainer in particular, just reach out looking for an opportunity to come on and work. And it was the hardest thing in the world. It was so hard because, here I am working in my parents' dining room. I'm painting this vision of what we're going to be in the next 10 years. I'm trying to get people fired up, and some people I did, but I was just getting screwed left and right over and over and over again. Today we're an international company. It's a little bit different. We got brand presence. A lot of people know us, and the brand continues to grow into a household name. So it's a lot easier now, right? We got the power that I didn't have in the early days. But I want to share a story. So there was I'd say it was close to 62 trainers I went through before I kept one longer than almost 6 months. So think about that. Literally, I would go through trainers left and right. They would start, I'd give them clients, they'd quit. They'd start, I'd give them clients, they would quit. I would start, they'd say it's going amazing, they would just not show up. They'd oversleep. They would tell me the dog ate their clothes and they couldn't come in. I've heard it all. I literally had one trainer I hired, took my van and decided to drive it to Florida. Literally drove my van to Florida. Okay. Remember, business is easy to say, it's not easy to do. And that's why I talk about developing that mindset and being able to stomach these things, because everyone's trying to screw you over. Everyone's trying to hurt you. And it's very hard to find the right people, especially in the early days when you don't have really much to offer, right? I couldn't offer health insurance like we do now. I couldn't offer opportunities. I couldn't offer commissions and kickbacks and possibly, even equity or share the profits. I couldn't do anything like that. Couldn't do anything like that back in the day. So no one was really taking me seriously. But again, not for one moment did I ever think in my head that I was going to quit. Never. No matter how bad it gets, and it's gotten very bad over the years, I've never, ever thought that. And you should never think that too, right? As soon as you start thinking that, you're on your way out. As soon as you start thinking you have a backup plan, you're on your way out. But anyway, so let's continue. So finally, I found someone who was great. Absolutely great. I met them at a coffee shop, and they were amazing. And they were the first person that came on that was really just unbelievable. And very close with that person still to this day. They've been so successful in what they're doing in life now, and I'm so proud of that person. Like, I can't even tell you how proud I am. But I feel like at the time that person needed me, and I needed that person, and that's why we were so close, and that's why we have the relationship we have today. But it took a lot of time, right? It took a lot of time, and I'm sharing this because in your business, you might be going through people left and right. You might be hiring some people, and let me tell you something. If you have a feeling in your stomach, in that little feeling in your pit that you're like, this is not right, you need to fire that person right away. Okay. I can't tell you how many times I've made mistakes that I've kept people on longer than they should have been here. And it's cost me so much. It's cost me money. It's cost me relationships. It's cost me everything. So if you're having that feeling, get rid of that person. I promise you this. The next door that opens is always 700 times better every single time. It's never failed me to this day. You might at the moment feel like devastated. You might at the moment be like, what am I going to do? Because there's another story I want to share where pretty much my right-hand person for years, I'm not even going to mention her name, but she was amazing. And I loved her. And I still do. I would love to bump into her and see her, but I'll never forget the day she came into my office and said, I need to talk to you. And those are the magical words, right? Those are the words you don't want to hear. And I was like, I knew it. And she's like, I can't do this anymore. And oh my God, I remember I felt like my heart literally went into the bottom of my right foot. Not my left foot, my right foot. And I just couldn't. I couldn't even breathe at the moment, and I was like, "Oh my God, what the hell? What is going to happen?" Oh my God, like this person has so much responsibility. Again, did not think for 1 second I was going to quit. Something you can do, and it's very helpful. If you take a deep breath into your nose, right? So, and once you get to the top, like suck one more in, and then slowly exhale out through your mouth. Now, I know it sounds kind of like corny. I promise you, it works. It's really good. It kind of calms you down. If you could do that 3 times, really big, so all the way in through your nose, and then get to the top and do one more, and then slowly exhale, kind of calms you down. And I said to myself, things happen for you, not to you. There's a reason this is happening, and it needs to happen. And it was the greatest thing that ever happened. Honestly, it was the greatest thing that ever happened. So I'm sharing these 2 different stories and situations with you around team members, employees. I don't really like to use the word employees, but team members, because I learned in the early days from someone, and I thought they were crazy. This person was a very successful person running one of the biggest franchises in the world. And I can't even believe I thought at the time this person doesn't know what they're talking about, but of course they knew what they were talking about. Said, I want you to look at your team really well. Okay. And I was at this convention with them, and he said, when you come back, really look at your team really well. I guarantee you in the next 5 to 10 years, if you have one person still there, consider yourself lucky, because most likely it's going to be all new people. And man, that person was so right. So I'm sharing this with you so you can hear it too and understand. You might be going through it now. You might need to hear this right now. Keep moving your feet. Don't quit. The next door that opens is going to always be better. And guys, remember to fuel your drive. Thanks, guys. See you soon. Take care.
Legend.